Hello, world.
How we doing?
Hello.
Thursday night.
It's freaking football season.
Football season.
We made it.
Officially.
I'm trying to get fired up for Dale. Every time I do one of these, he's like, "You got to get fired up," and I'm like, "I'm trying. I don't have it in my soul after work." So, welcome to Rally Round the Natty, the only show that anyone should care about outside of Bengals and Brews and Brew Jackets, because I love those two shows dearly. Along with us tonight, as always, Bengal Dad
Yes, sir.
and PJ coming in for his second appearance of the year.
What's up?
So, normally we do Bengal talk. Tonight, with it being the maiden voyage of the NFL season, we're going to be doing some picks against the spread. And as opposed to Bengal talk brought to you by Brimminghorn, it will be picks brought to you by Brimminghorn.
Picks.
Brought to you by Brimminghorn Meadery.
Here we go. Let's go.
With that being said, first game of the day, the one tonight, Thursday night football, Bills, Rams.
Oh, baby.
Who we got?
Who we
Bengal,
got?
you go first.
We got to go with Santori first. My spreadsheet is built. Santori is first.
As it should be.
Well,
So Thursday night football, Bills at Rams. They're giving the Rams 2.5. I don't like that, man. You know, I think there's a little disrespect there. The Rams have been good. They are good. They're going to stay good. I know it's the Bills. The Bills are damn good. They're favored to win the Super Bowl this year by many people. I'd probably bet them as well if I was a betting man. I think they're going to be one of the top 3 teams in the AFC for sure. But going on the road, Sean McVay, boy wonder, good coach. They got Stafford. They got Kupp. They didn't really lose a whole hell of a lot, man. I think there's a little disrespect to the Super Bowl champions. I'm going to go Rams plus 2.5.
all right. PJ.
Hey, it's simple for me. I think the AFC is so much better overall than the NFC. And Bills are basically at the top of the AFC for me. So I'm totally going Bills minus 2.5. The Rams, yeah, they have their studs, they have their good players, but the Bills overall have just a way better team in my opinion, and I think they win by about 7+.
7+, damn.
Yeah.
Bengal Dad?
All right. So PJ went with the Willies. I am going to go with, unfortunately, the Super Bowl champions. It is their night. They're in LA. They're getting points. The entire crowd it's going to be a party in LA. And I just think it's going to be too much for the Buffalo Bills. I am going to go, unfortunately, with Stafford and the Rams.
The disrespect to Glenn Goodberry
Wow.
and his Buffalo Bills.
I'm the only one. Hey, mark this down because I want to be in the lead.
All right.
And God forbid any Buffalo Bill that loses their helmet when they're on offense. Because Mr. Aaron Donald will sledgehammer you.
Yeah. Keep your helmets on, boys.
Yes. Hope it's not like the UC game where there's a helmet on the field every play.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your helmet around.
But we don't get too many comments on the show, so I do want to love the people that do give us some love. I guess Crypt Keeper has settled his beef with me. Comes in. What's up, gentlemen? Hello. We love you.
Hello.
Kevin.
Hello.
Kevin.
Hello,
Kevin.
Hello.
Kevin. We love you, Kevin. You're giving us all the love, man. For those of you that don't know, Kevin is the main host on the other show that I work with, and it's in my bio. I'm the best part of that show. Brew Jackets, part of the Brew Network that is slowly becoming a monopoly across Twitter podcasts.
Hold on.
With
We have a developing situation.
with Dale, Matt, me,
What
Kevin,
are you doing, Pop?
time.
What's Pop's doing?
Shiesty.
Oh my God!
Yes, he is.
Oh,
He was tearing things up.
introduce him.
Now he wants to make some picks.
Introduce him.
We got Joe Burrow Shiesty.
All right. Let's move on. We said this segment was going to
Super
take 10
Bowl.
minutes. We're already 4 minutes in.
Here we are.
We are
She's
screaming
ready
up
for
on this.
season.
We better get going.
So Kevin wants to know what I'm eating. I'm eating Taco Bell, Kevin. I'm eating dysentery. All right, next
All right,
game.
who we got? Game 2. Oh,
Ravens -7 at Jets
the
plus
freaking
7.
Dirty Birds.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Here's the deal.
Who's
I'm first,
the
right?
quarterback for the Jets?
I'll tell you, PJ. I've got all the answers. Ravens are going to absolutely annihilate the Jets. You know why? Because they're better, they're younger, they're faster. They honestly, it's going to sound like a love fest. They got better uniforms. They got the better quarterback, and Joe fucking Flacco sucks. And that's who the Jets are rolling out there week 1.
Oh, God.
Holy cow, Joe.
Freaking Flacco.
They're not
Hey.
going to score a point.
Listen, guys.
This is
my
the first
pick-
shutout of the year.
So I'm going to take the Ravens -7. Lock
Hey,
it in.
this is as simple as it gets for me. Now that I know Flacco's starting, Ravens -7 due to the fact that Flacco is starting. Bottom line, Ravens -7.
I'll speed us up. Ravens, ditto. Next.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Flacco,
Yeah.
you suck. You're never coming on the show.
He sucks.
Next, Browns 1.5.
Oh, this is
Panthers.
interesting.
Baker.
Cleveland. Sucks to suck, but Baker's going to tear you guys a new asshole.
Oh,
how easy as I'm gonna put it.
Tear up.
Panthers -1.5 all day. They might win that game by 30. Jacoby Brissett ain't going to do a damn thing.
This is tough for me because
What's tough about this?
it's tough because the Browns are very skilled. They really are. They're skilled.
You are
at-
only as skilled as your quarterback in this
They're
league.
skilled at all
ball.
levels. But the difference is the quarterback. But Jacoby Brissett has a lot of experience, boys. Don't forget that.
He's a game
He has
manager.
A lot of experience. But you know what? Not just because I hate the Browns, but I'm going to go Panthers. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to go off. I'll take the Panthers -1.5.
Yeah, I'm going off about Baker. They got run CMC back for the first time in like 100 years. He's healthy.
Yeah, he's finally healthy.
Man, they finally gave Baker some decent toys. Oh,
Oh man, what are you doing?
I'm typing.
shit.
I'm definitely going Panthers. I think a healthy, motivated Baker Mayfield's really hard to beat. It's as simple as that.
Hey, is
When
he
he's
feeling?
on,
Is he going to
he's
feel
really
dangerous? Is he feeling dangerous?
Did you see his quote? I loved it. He said, "I only wish the game was in Cleveland so I could plant the flag at the 50-yard line." Oh, I might turn off the Bengal game to see that.
Dude, that's red zone all day for me.
All right, let's keep this train moving here.
All right, let's go.
Colts -7 at Texans.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh boy.
All right. It's Wentz, right?
No, Wentz is
Nope.
with Washington.
Oh, Matt
No,
Ryan.
Matt
Who is
Ryan.
Ryan?
Matt Ryan's with the Colts.
That's right. Yeah, see, I got it flipped. Couldn't remember if it was Matt Ryan this year, Matt Ryan. I'm an idiot. Excuse me. Matt Ryan. Ugh. The Texans have a shitty organization. They don't have a whole lot to show for it. Davis Mills does not impress me. I know everybody kind of gives him some like slight love. The fucking beer bottled neck that he's got, but man, I think the Colts are pretty darn good. I think people sleep on them a little bit. I don't know if it's -7. I'm going to go Texans +7. I could see the Colts winning by 6 or 5. I don't know if they're going to win by 7 or more.
Wow. Listen, Jonathan Taylor is going to take
Yes.
his
Yes.
slong, and he's going to just bend them over, bro.
Yes.
Here's
I'm
the deal.
telling you,
It's a division game,
Taylor-
though. I don't trust those.
Jonathan Taylor might go for about 220 rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Let him.
Colts will win by 12 or more. I take Colts.
I am with PJ, but I was thinking 21. I think Colts are going to run all over.
It's going to go one or two ways. It's either going to be close or it's going to be blowout. There's nothing in between. And I'm just – it's week 1. I don't know if the Colts are going to be humming yet. It's a division game.
The Texans suck. They're terrible.
Well, the Jets sucked last year too, and look what fucking happened.
You guys
No, that's why they play. Next.
You
want to talk about teams that suck. Holy hell. That's the Barn Burner Bowl. Do we have
Oh, my God. Who's going to be worse is the question.
I'm going Jags, man. Plus 2.5. They got a new staff. Lawrence is still Trevor Lawrence. You know, the only thing I worry about is people playing on that field in Washington. You know, and you want to talk about people playing on the field in Washington. They got Carson Wentz playing on that cursed field. He might not make it out of the first drive. I'm not trying to put that bad juju on him, but let's be serious here. I'm going Jags 2.5 here.
All right. That's fair. I'm going to go Commanders because the reason I'm going to go is because their defensive line is really solid. And they're going to get pressure on Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence. And I feel like being at home is going to make the difference. That's the difference in this game.
Being at home makes the difference if you got fans that show up.
Well, I think for week 1, they're going to show up. Commanders minus 2.5.
All right. We'll roll with it.
I'm going Jacksonville. All I'm hearing is that Trevor Lawrence is maturing. He's getting better and better. And they don't have to deal with the sideshow of what's his name? The Ohio State coach. Going to the strip club. Urban. They don't have to deal with that. What a farce of a coach. I was always a fan of him. He's a freaking farce.
I'll tell you what, though, and I'll say this right now. I haven't met anybody from St. X that I can trust yet. Just saying. I called that from day freaking one. St. X kid? Nope, not going to work.
All right, Chris Welsh will never be on the show. Okay, next.
You think I like Chris Welsh? I've been very outspoken about that over the last 5 years. Patriots, 3.5. Dolphins, favored at home, minus 3.5.
Dolphins.
I'm going Patriots, man. Belichick's still a good defensive coach. If he takes away Smith and Tua's forced to, or if he takes away Tyreek Hill, that's what I mean. Man, I don't know what Tua's going to do. I know he's supposedly more accurate than Patrick Mahomes, whatever. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
That's according to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, according to that guy. Jesus Christ. So, no, I trust Bill Belichick to have a decent game plan. I don't think he's going to let him hit the deep ball. Not that Tyreek can throw it, or not that Tua can throw it. I think he's a good defensive coach, and I don't really trust the Dolphins.
Yep, I expect a low scoring game, and when it's a low scoring game, it's a whole lot easier to take the team getting the points. And I do think that Belichick will really, really stymie the offense of the Dolphins.
Okay, let me take my turn. Listen, I think with the Dolphins, they've really accumulated a lot of talent. And people don't talk about this, but I think Chase Edmonds is a really good running back.
Yes.
He catches the ball really well in the backfield, and Tua likes to dump it down. Look out for Mike Gesicki in that game. And I'm taking the Dolphins. I just think the Dolphins have too much talent.
PJ, I agree with you on everything you said except one thing. I love Gesicki. I love Chase Edmonds. Tyreek Hill is a pain in the ass.
I know. I'm not even talking about Tyreek.
Well, here. This is the last thing I'm going to say. That quarterback ain't shit. It don't matter who you have on the outside if the quarterback sucks.
I think Dolphins will win by 6 or more.
All right. We'll go with it.
Yep.
I don't like the Patriots. I'd love to see the Dolphins tee off.
I love it. Yeah.
I like the Dolphins growing up. I liked Ricky Williams for whatever he turned out to be. But, we'll move on. Bengal Dad's left the premise. Oh, he's back. Saints
is about to knock a Joe Burrow bobblehead off the counter. That would be bad juju.
Jesus. Saints minus
don't ever say Juju's name. Juju's not allowed.
Saints minus 5.5 at Atlanta, getting 5.5. I don't trust Mariota to score any points, man. I just don't. Kyle Pitts is a phenomenal talent. Drake London might turn out to be awesome, but you need a quarterback. I'll just keep saying that. That's going to be my theme this year. I am a believer that teams with the better quarterback typically win. in teams with shitty quarterbacks, Mariota. I don't know. As much as I heard that Desmond Ridder was eons above all these other rookie quarterbacks, how could he not beat out Mariota? Mariota was used for one thing last year, and it was a wildcat offense. Occasionally would come in, and everybody on God's green earth. He threw one pass, I think, last year out of that.
So you're going Saints.
Yeah, Saints all the way, man. They're
I'm going to go Saints. I'm going to agree with you because, first of all, I think Alvin Kamara is actually going to have a sneaky good year again. He's been down because of the quarterback and everything else that's been going on around him. And watch the name, Chris Olave.
Oh my God.
I think he's going to be a stud. But anyways, Saints win, they cover.
That's fair.
I'm all about the Saints. They've got you got Winston throwing the ball. You got Mike Thomas back. They got weapons with Kamara. There's an awful lot of offense.
Hello.
There we got.
That's Bengal granddaughter, right?
Bengal granddaughter.
Yeah, sure. Her first words were "Hooday."
Good. Keep it that way. You don't need to know anything else. It could be like Pebbles and Bam Bam. Hooday. You might be judged as a father, but that's all right. Next game. Eagles -4 at the line.
Oh, that's a good game.
We're going to bite some kneecaps off today.
Before we start, has anybody been watching Hard Knocks?
I have seen clips, and I like what I've seen, but I've heard it's fantastic this year.
I've watched every week, and it's freaking phenomenal. I love it.
Whoa!
I gotta finish this first.
I'm just gonna get you something.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, you gotta eat something.
I'm gonna order something.
Why? Why do you have to spend $50 every time you eat?
Uh-oh.
Hey, the baby is flipping out.
Goodbye. You can sort that situation out on your own.
Yes.
He knocked me out. Hey, I'm back in.
Yeah, you looked like you were about to kill a child, so we wanted to help you out there. But
Well, you know how it is with 2 kids.
all right, kneecap biters. I'm going to take Lions +4, man. I think they're where the Bengals were about a year or two ago, and I think they're just going to be a tough. I think they're going to lose a lot of games still. I don't know if they're going to quite get to 500, but I think they're going to be a tough out. I think they're going to grind it to the very end, and I could see a lot of final possession games with them. So give me +4 with the Lions.
I agree. I think the Lions are going to be a tough out this year. I think they are going to be one of those teams that make you earn everything you get.
Mm-hmm.
But in saying that, I like the Eagles -4 because, excuse me. I like the Eagles -4. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be a stud this year. He's got AJ Brown. He's got Devontae Smith. He's got a lot of weapons. I think that Lions hold tough, but I think it's the Eagles will win by more than 4.
Okay.
I've got the Lions as well because I do believe that they're kind of on the uptick. They lost a ton of close games last year. I don't think they got worse over the offseason. I think they'll win a few more of those tight ones, and I just don't think the Eagles have enough to create enough separation to cover 4 points on the road.
I think they do in the pass game. I just don't think they offer anything in the run game. I really don't.
Wow.
But
Miles Sanders is pretty solid.
he's a change of pace guy that they're trying to feature. Next game we're going to skip until the very end because
my bedroom.
uh-oh. Next game we're going to skip until the very end because we know what that one's about.
Bedroom.
49ers -7 at Bears.
I just want to go get food, man.
You're up, Tyler. Oh,
All right.
who we got? Niners or Bears?
I can't trust the Bears to do anything right now, and they just gutted their entire team. There's no help for Justin Fields. Their wide receiver unit looks like someone just forgot to draft receivers in a fantasy team. They're scraping them off the lot. I know the 49ers are rolling with Trey Lance right now, but Garoppolo is still there if it doesn't work, and we know what that team can do when they're humming. So I'm going to go 49ers +7, even though they're on the road.
This is the one that I think the 49ers will win, but it's going to be at the gun on a field goal.
Okay.
I think the Bears defense is really strong. And I think with Trey Lance being the quarterback, I think that he's going to have his first game jitters and issues. He hasn't played a real game yet, really. So I'm with the Bears +7 all day.
All right.
I'm on the Bear train on this one.
Boo!
Game in Chicago, they're getting a full touchdown. Niners with a rookie or second-year quarterback. I'm thinking Bears are going to stay close enough.
Boo!
You gotta remember, we lost to them last year on the road.
Yeah, it's because we didn't take the training wheels off Joey B yet. Next game, Packers -1.5 at Minnesota. It's still Rodgers. I don't see Minnesota winning that game. I know that there's tensions and it's a rivalry and it's fun. I don't care. I know Devontae Adams is gone. I don't care. I could see the Packers just going in there and waxing them regardless. I'm going to go Packers -1.5 here.
I'm going Packers simply as I think Aaron Jones is going to have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rodgers, Aaron Jones is just too much for the Vikings, and they win by more than 1.5.
Packers are a better team than the Vikings, regardless of where they play that game. Packers win.
Yeah, I got 3 letters for you. That's going to tell you why they're going to win by more than 1.5. MVP.
PJ, did you take the Packers? I was in the middle of typing a lot of stuff.
I took the Packers -1.5.
Hey, Tyler, do me a favor. Roll this thing back. I want to see what the Jaguar and Commander spread was.
Jags are getting 2.5 points on the road.
And the Saints?
Saints are favored 5.5 on the road.
Got it. Okay.
Next game, Chiefs -6 at Arizona.
Ooh.
I think the Chiefs are probably pretty pissed off at how last season ended. Mahomes is still young. He's still getting better, which is scary to think about. Reed is still a great coach. Bieniemy is still a great coach. The line's still fixed. I know they lost Tyreek Hill, but, sometimes when you lose a giant weapon, it forces you to become a better quarterback. Sometimes when a baseball team loses that one giant thumper in the middle of their lineup, they all kind of band together and, you see a little bit more, I hate saying teamwork, like they're not a great team. They're a fantastic
Cohesion.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot less ad-lib from Mahomes this year, and I think there's going to be a lot more play design and a lot less, chuck it and duck it kind of stuff. So I could see them putting together a pretty crisp performance and just railroading Arizona.
I look at it. I look at this as Arizona does not even have their best receiver available, DeAndre Hopkins, and I think he's a top 3 receiver in the league.
Yeah,
so he's not available. Chiefs are on a mission this year. I know they are. I just feel it. It's a lot of Travis Kelce. It's a lot of Travis Kelce, and I don't think they can stop him. So yeah, Chiefs -6.
I'm on Kansas City also. I just think there's too much there. Cardinals had a wonderful year last year. I just don't think if you're comparing the quarterbacks, I don't think there is a comparison between Kyler Murray, who, you got to pay him extra money to do film study. I don't think that's the guy that I want to put money on. I don't think they stay within 6 points. Chiefs are going to get ahead of them big like they did on the Bengals.
He ain't
And
it.
the Cardinals are not going to do what they did to the Chiefs twice.
He ain't it. He's not it.
Next, this is an interesting one. Raiders getting 3.5 at the Chargers.
That's a barn burner there.
I don't think it's going to be close. If the Chargers are what they're supposed to be, the Raiders ain't known for their defense. I know Derek Carr and Devontae Adams are paired back together, but man, Herbert's the real deal. I got that dead wrong in the draft process. I'll eat crow and admit that. I don't get many wrong, but I got that one way wrong. Man, Herbert is so damn good. I know there's this weird animosity of Burrow or Herbert. Just shut the hell up on all that. They can both coexist and both be great. They're different quarterbacks. They're different types of quarterbacks. But the Chargers' defense is loaded. Their offensive line is loaded. Eckler's a hell of a running back. They got receivers. They got the quarterback. I mean, it's just – is there a weakness right now when you look at the Chargers, truly? Maybe some run defense at times.
Corner, maybe.
I mean, there's just not much there. You can say the corner might be a weakness, but you got two absolute bullets flying off the edge.
All right, here's my perspective is I'm going to keep it simple. Very, very simple. I don't think the Raiders can score with the Chargers.
No.
That's the difference.
Not a chance.
So the Chargers are going to outscore them. And I think they'll outscore them by more than 3.5, and that's my pick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the Raiders are going to be a struggling football team where a lot of people aren't thinking that. I know they got Devontae Adams, but they're now on their third head coach in the last 16 games. That coach that they got rid of, I can't remember what his name was, in the second half of the season, did a phenomenal job with that defense and kept them in games.
Pistachio or something.
Yeah, with that. Yeah, Mr. Pistachio with that really, really sound defense. I think there's going to be holes in their defense, and I do think the Chargers are going to light them up.
Yeah,
I think the Raiders will be good, but
I think they are. I think the Raiders are going to be one of those teams where you look back and go, man, if they wouldn't have had this inopportune penalty, or man, if this one play wouldn't happen, they'd have won like 13 games, and they're going to be sitting a tick above 500.
They just can't score with the Chargers. That's my opinion.
They can't. Next, Giants plus 5.5 at Titans. I'm just going to be real easy here.
I'm already typing it in.
Titans are going to annihilate the Giants.
Yes.
The Giants might pick first this year. I mean, they're atrocious. Even if you just want to go by the Colin Cowherd school of who's at home and who's got the better quarterback. Tennessee's at home. It's not much of a home field advantage because their crowd's just not into it like that. And Tannehill is eons better than Danny Dimes, and I don't even like Danny Dimes or Tannehill. But Tannehill's just eons better. I mean, it's I don't even want to spend time on this one.
It's really bad when Tannehill is eons better than anybody.
Oh, my God.
And guys, I think
Derrick Henry
is going to be an absolute physical slobber knocker. Like, I really do. Giants, the way they're coached with their coach, Titans, the way they play, I really believe this is going to be a very physical game. But at the end of the day, I don't like Tannehill that much, but Derrick Henry is going to go off big time.
And
So-
it's a shame. I say this kind of tongue-in-cheek, maybe a little bit begrudgingly. It's a shame we didn't get to see him at full strength in the playoffs just from a football fan point of view. It helped us out. We probably won because he wasn't at full strength because you saw what the other running backs were doing who were at full strength. They were tearing us up. But Derrick Henry is – he's an anomaly at the running back position. You can't be that big, that fast. He's like a creative player.
And hey, you know what else I was going to say is Tennessee's defensive line is so good.
Yeah, nobody can deny that anymore.
They're so good.
What are you talking about?
They only had 10
Burrow did
sacks. on us.
fine.
Yeah.
Could
They
you
only had
imagine-
they only had 2 sacks a quarter. We played a lot more plays than
Hey.
2 plays a quarter. They're not that good.
Landry is out for the season.
well, Landry wasn't the problem. It was those guys
That
in the
hurt.
middle.
That hurts them a little bit.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if Bobby Hart would have been out there for that game?
Oh.
Holy shit. All right, moving on. PTSD.
You didn't take my pick.
No, he didn't get it.
We know what you're gonna say.
Titans go.
Yeah, okay. And cue the Joan Jett music.
I love rock and roll. What do we got here?
Sunday Night Football.
Oh,
Oh, baby. Where's Carrie Underwood when we need her?
I don't know, but I'm ready. I don't. Every year the Cowboys get hyped up like they are God's America team, whatever. We put a hole in the ceiling so God can watch it. Fuck all that, man. You're the Cowboys. You haven't won but 2 playoff games or whatever since 1990. God knows when. The Bengals have beat your playoff win total in the last 6 months, and we haven't played for most of that. I'm tired of hearing how good Dak is and how good Zeke is and how good all these other guys are that never do a damn thing when it matters. At the end of the day, you've got a piss poor coach. You've got a quarterback that's slightly better than Andy Dalton, who constantly is getting hurt. You've got a running back who should carry around one of those handicap parking stickers, and an offensive line that's being gutted every single year. Meanwhile, you're going up against Tom Brady, who has not even figured out how to lose in a quarter of a century. I'm going Buccaneers all day.
This is a tough one for me because
What?
This is very tough for me because the Buccaneers defense is going to be really tough on the Cowboys. But when you have Micah Parsons and they're going to be getting after Brady, bro, I'm telling you. Brady
Brady's
just
big
took
hit.
a hiatus. I think he got his balls snipped or something. What the hell happened to Brady? He was out for 15 days.
I like the theory that he had
plastic
that he got
surgery.
that he got Botox. His face looked a little funky
Yeah.
when he got
He's
back.
like, man, you got problems at 45 years old. Well, he hasn't been with the team, so
He missed a week. He'll be
I know.
okay.
He actually
Yeah.
missed less time than Burrow.
Right.
I'm thinking about this one because I'm telling you.
Here, let me jump over PJ while he's thinking about this one. You can't bet against Tom Brady, and I know he's going to get harassed more than normal because his offensive line is not as solid as it has been in the past. They've had defections. Thank you, we got one. They've had injuries, but I do think at the end of the day, the guile of Tom Brady will certainly do more to win this game than anything the Cowboys can conjure up. The Cowboys are just one of those teams, when they get on a roll, they're okay for a short period of time,
They'll
but
put together
nothing they
3
do
or
is,
4 decent games a year.
nothing
Right.
they do is sustainable.
So you both have the Buccaneers, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm taking the Cowgirls, man.
Okay.
I'm taking the Cowgirls, bro. I'm telling you, I just feel it. I feel it.
Until I see any sign of Tom Brady slow down. And he played at an MVP level last year. I don't give a shit what his age says.
You know, we played them week 2, Cowboys.
Good.
So
All right, 2 games left here. We're going to go a little out of order. Monday Night Football.
Russell
Broncos
Wilson.
minus 6.5.
I'll go ahead and start. Broncos all day long. Go ahead and sign me up.
Yeah, Broncos. I just think I put on Twitter last year, I thought the Broncos were a quarterback away from being
They have a hell of a defense.
Super Bowl contender.
Hell of a
They really
defense.
did. They had a great run game. They had decent weapons. They had a fantastic defense. I was like, this team is a quarterback away from really, really being a damn problem.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they landed Russell Wilson. I know he
Hey.
hasn't been great the last year and a half.
Hey, let's
Seattle
wait.
hasn't been
Let's
great.
wait.
He's
the
a little better
quarterback.
than Drew Lock.
Let's weigh the quarterbacks. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson, Drew Lock.
Drew Lock's not the starter.
Yeah, let's weigh him. Like,
But
come
it's
on.
you guys are wrong. It's Geno Smith.
No, Drew Lock was the starter for the Broncos last year.
Oh,
Geno Smith is starting.
Yeah, isn't that terrible?
But Drew Lock's now in Seattle.
You know the last good
They
game
swapped
Geno Smith
quarterbacks.
ever had? When he beat the Bearcats when he played for WVU.
Yeah, that was like
That's the
ridiculous.
last good game Geno Smith's ever had.
You remember when he got like punched in the jaw by his own teammate and they took out their starting quarterback in a locker room fight?
Yeah.
That's some cohesiveness right there. Okay, we're all taking
Here
the
we go.
Broncos,
Here we go.
right? And for the best game of the week, I gotta find it.
By the way, I picked the Broncos.
Yeah, I think we all understand that there. Where the hell did it go?
How can
There
it
it
like
Bang!
Boom! There it is.
Bengals
Wow.
minus 6.5.
Okay, I'm already gonna type everybody's answer in here because if I have to erase something, you're getting erased from the show.
But tell me, I want everybody to tell me why the Bengals minus 6.5.
Burrow and Chase. There's nothing else you have to worry about.
Burrow Trubisky for me. Burrow Trubisky.
Okay. So yeah, we can go to the Colin Cowherd school here of who's at home, who's got the better quarterback. Well, that's both Bengals.
And our offensive line is going to be solid.
When's the last time the Bengals didn't beat the Steelers by at least 7 points?
It's been like 2 years.
We outscored them 98-28 last year or something like that. It was something stupid.
Von Bell is not going to let anybody forget about this rivalry.
So here's the deal. Just go down by position unit. Okay. Quarterback.
We're going to break it
Better.
down.
But we can break this one down. We got a minute.
Yeah, quarterback better. Offensive
Hold on.
line.
Well, hold on. Let me do the positions. Y'all
There
can
you
say
go.
running back.
I'd still say Mixon. I know everybody talks about Najee Harris.
Even.
I still say Mixon.
Even
I'll
for me.
go with an even because I think Najee Harris is really, really
Yeah,
good. I just
I'll go
don't think
with
we've had
even.
a chance to really see him shine yet. Receivers next.
Yeah, position group,
that's
receivers, Bengals. Yeah.
Tight end, I'll give to the Steelers. Fryermuth's really damn good.
Yeah, but
We don't
have
know yet,
Steven
but I'll
Gersh
give
yet.
them that one.
Offensive line. The Steelers have the worst offensive line.
They have a terrible offensive line.
We think that we're better. We probably are.
If we're not better than the Steelers' offensive line, then everything that they just did over the last 4 months was an absolute joke. Okay. I'm going to break this one down 2 parts. Interior defensive line. That's Cam Hayward versus DJ Reader.
Hayward.
I love Reader to death.
It's Hayward.
Now, if you want to go whole unit, though, we have BJ Hill, and they have a huge drop-off.
You know what? I take Reader, man. Reader's a stud, man. He don't get enough credit for what he does. He's
So
so good.
we'll say a toss-up. Pass rushers, they have Watt.
We have Henderson.
We have Hendrickson, who has
I
just
think we
been
have a
practice
little bit
Watt.
more. I think we got a little more than that, though.
We do. And
Joseph Osai.
I'm thinking Hubbard.
If I have to pick one pass rusher out of this entire game to steal for a team, that's 100% Watt. That's not even a question. But if we're talking about for the entirety depth of
If you take Watt and Hendrickson off the field, I think the Bengals have a better rush than the Steelers do.
it's probably very close.
The
honestly.
Steelers get there with their designs, with their zone blitzes and their exotic defenses, but just straight rushing. I don't think they outrush the Bengals to the quarterback when you take Watt out of there or Henderson.
All right, guys, is that it? Are we ready to go?
Well, we're not done yet.
Oh, we're not. No, okay.
No, you got linebackers. That's Wilson, man. Their linebackers are terrible.
Oh, Wilson all day, all day.
Their linebackers are. They've got the shell of Miles Jack and Devin Bush, who is benched.
I'm so glad they traded up in front of us to get Devin Bush.
Yeah, I wanted him real bad.
Well,
And
and I'll speed up your last part. The defensive backfield. The only guy on their defensive backfield that starts for the Bengals is Mika Fitzpatrick.
Right. I'll agree with that. Minka's just.
He's really good.
You hear the phrase a lot. Minka's different, man.
Hey,
He-
their
he's
their
trade
slot
back.
guy's pretty good. I think it's Norwood or something like that. He's pretty good, their slot guy.
He's not Hilton.
But he's not Hilton.
Kicker?
Huh. Okay.
Kicker!
Not too much kicker hype, but there we are. Okay, so last thing to go over here. PJ, I know you wanted to go game by game, but we're starting to come up on game time here. We'll We'll do that another time, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be able to go game by game every week. Trust me.
That's fine.
Over under I've seen this year is probably about 10.5. Where are we at?
Over. I think they win at least 11.
I think 11 is the number. 11.
Yeah, I'm confident in that. So I went through the schedule on Twitter, and there's 3 categories that I gave. There are games that you should win, games that you have a slight advantage, and games that there's a toss-up. There were no games that I thought the Bengals are just an absolute loss.
Yeah.
And it was like 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 out of the 17 games.
Absolutely.
Even if you go, of the 6 that you should win, let's say you win 5, you drop 1, because that shit'll happen. And then you've got 11 left, and most of them were toss-ups. Let's say you win half of those. There's your 11. Even if you win 5, you're at 10.
Yep.
I mean, there's no way in hell this team. I mean, I should say that because injuries happen. shit
Injuries.
happens. And the phrase I use: when all's fair in love and war. If everybody's got the same chance to compete here, there's no way on God's green earth that they lose, 7 games.
No.
There's no way. The Ravens, I don't know. I haven't seen them healthy in 2 years.
I think the Ravens win 9-10. I think we win 11. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's the other thing with the Ravens. Everybody is, the national media is a lot higher on the Ravens than a lot of people are, especially Bengal fans. I want to get this out here. The Ravens are damn good. I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but they're going to be in the
running
conversation.
game's really good.
They are definitely going to be in the conversation for the division. Keep in mind, if we're talking the Bengals are going to win 10 to 11 games, the Ravens are going to win 10 to 11 games too. It might come down to tiebreakers.
We might both be in the playoffs, to be honest.
It very well could. I don't know who's going to win the division.
Yeah.
I would love it to be the Bengals, obviously, but I think people are kind of discrediting the Ravens organization. They've been good for a long time. They still have Lamar Jackson, who, man, I mean, he is one of the best players in the entire NFL. Not just one of the best quarterbacks. He's one of the guys.
I feel like they're going to be out for blood after what we did to them.
Right, and they're an organization.
We ran the score up.
We did. That's one thing I'm worried about. So,
guys, I'm gonna make one comment, not on the over/under and not on the Ravens. One thing about the Bengals that I'm going to get out of here, because I got somebody coming over. I think if the Bengals defense plays similarly to how they played in the postseason in the final 3 or 4 games, we win the division and we make a deep run in the playoffs.
Yep.
I think the defense is what's going to create the difference for the Bengals.
I think that's more than
It's
fair.
that playing together.
Because here's the thing. Let's be honest. As much as I love Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, outside of the Kansas City game, and even if you look at the numbers for the Kansas City game, offense didn't light anything up in the postseason. Now, granted, the offensive line fell to absolute shreds. So it's not necessarily fair to judge the production there. But, I mean, Burrow was averaging about 265 a game. His interception rate was about the same. His touchdown rate dropped. His yards per attempt dropped. Now, granted, that's what you get when you play playoff teams every single week as opposed to playing the Ravens every single week. But that defense carried it, man. They really did. And they got, with the exception of Ogunjobi, who he was kind of flashy, but he wasn't anything dependable. With the exception of him, it's all back.
I got an Ogunjobi jersey. What am I going to do?
That was the win. That
was the lucky jersey.
That was the lucky jersey last year.
I may have to still wear it.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if I can.
No. It's retired. Frame it, something.
All right, guys. I got to get out of here.
I got to go too.
I got to see a man about a horse.
See you, PJ. What?
Somebody's looking at my golf cart. Get ready to sell it.
Well, am I still coming over? I don't even have pants on yet.
Well, put pants on. If you don't put pants on, you're not coming over.
I
need pants. I need
do it.
pants.
The first time I met Kim, I didn't have pants on. We'll let everybody else decipher what that is.
Yeah.
But listen, I'll be there.
You be here. Bring the pizza.
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 I gotta order the pizza.
One more note. How funny was it the way the LSU lost? LSU lost with the family.
You trying to hurt me? Damn. Wasn't funny at all.
That was awesome the way LSU lost.
I like LSU, but my God, Brian Kelly. Like I was kind of torn.
Trap.
Brian Kelly's just a
Here?
piece of crap. He's a piece of shit.
Yep. All right, I gotta go.
All right, I'm gonna go poop and then I'll come over.
Thursday night football. Here we come. See ya.
Bye.